Hi Tyler, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your hitting evaluation. So let's get started. From a setup standpoint, Ty, pretty good there. I like that. Parallel feet, that's good. Your hands are high enough to be successful, to create a downward angle to the contact zone, so that's good. Okay, so let's see what you do here. Okay, what did we talk about first? Okay, so you do a good job with your front foot, boy. You land that thing square. That's good. Swing plane wise, not too bad. I'm not real a gigantic fan of having that bat behind your head as much as you do. See how it drops down behind your head, Ty? It'd be much better if you could just go right from here. If you just pushed your hands back and then went down to the baseball. Guys that have a tendency to drop that barrel behind their head end up being a little bit longer than other hitters. Okay? And as you get older, it's all about shortening the swing. We don't want to lengthen it at all. Okay, so let's watch. Having said that, you do a pretty good job taking your hands to the baseball there. It's not a bad job at all there. Let's talk about your lower half a little bit here. That's really good. Okay, your position at contact is pretty good. You have your arm against your body. That's good. That's pretty good there. Your left arm's in fantastic shape. Got to pardon my voice. I'm a little hoarse today. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what happens after contact. Okay. Click. There we go. So let's take you to contact. Okay, now let's watch what happens after. Okay, I like your finish. Okay. You just tell your body angle, though, Ty, is kind of going back a little bit. Okay. I'd like to see you get a little more upright. Okay. When we finish our swing, Tyler, we want to have half of our weight on our front side and half on the back side. It looks to me like you still have most of your weight on your back side when you finish your swing. Okay? And that usually leads to guys not getting through the baseball, kind of cutting off that swing a little bit. See how much bend you have here in your arm? Okay? If you were to push these hands back a little farther, like when you stride, a lot of guys will, when they stride, they separate their hands. Push those back a little farther. You'd have a little more, you have the ability anyway to create a little more bat speed with those hands. Okay? You keep those hands pretty close to your body, and you never really get into a good position of power. Okay? So once we make contact, we want to keep going forward. Okay? But man, I mean, with your body, the size of your legs and stuff, you should really be able to drive a baseball. Okay, and make sure that grip is good. Okay, make sure your little knuckle. We want that bat to feel like a whip, Ty, like a whip. Okay? So we want to use our hands to do it with. I want you to focus on your belt buckle now. Okay? And I'm going to tell you where it needs to be at contact. Maybe you're there. Let's see. So your belt buckle right now is facing home plate, which is fantastic. It still is. Okay, now it's starting to turn a little bit. But I'll tell you what. Again, I can't tell the angle where the pitch is coming from, but it appears that you're in pretty good shape there, buddy. You know, your chest is... What we want, though, is we want, Tyler, or Ty, we want to make sure that your chest and belt buckle is facing the second baseman. Facing the second baseman at contact. But your lower half and your front foot are really good at contact. I mean, that's a classic look. The thing we got to get you to do is keep going forward here, and you push back a little bit. See how your body goes back? Don't push back, bud. Push forward. So here's a drill to do. Off the tee, I want you to load up as much weight as you can on your back side, and then when you swing, I want your back foot to come off the ground. You're pushing so hard forward that you end up with your back foot off the ground when you hit. Okay? I want you to feel that sense of releasing that weight on your swing and not pushing back at contact. So there's contact, and we're going to see that body kind of go back a little bit. I want your chest over this front thigh of yours a little bit. Okay? Not leaning over, just what we call stacked. Okay? And not pushing back. Okay? But, no, not a lot to complain about here, bud. Make sure your grip is right. Okay? And then, if you can keep that barrel up a little bit longer, make it a little more direct to home plate. But, take advantage, young man. Take advantage of that body God gave you. And make sure that you are using it to the full extent, which means you make sure that you drive down and through the baseball and don't push back. Don't push back. But I wouldn't change your finish. Your extension is good. I wouldn't change any of that stuff. Okay? Okay, Tyler. Thanks for coming to camp. Have a great spring, great summer. We'll see you at the next ABC baseball camp.